What's good, everybody? Jackson's Gambit here. So, I just got finished watching the movie Now You See Me, Now You Don't. You know, I've seen enough of these movies to realize that these performers ain't nothing but thieves with proper illusion technology.
I tried to help you walk away. Now you're making me do this.
But by that logic, then the entire cast of Fast and the Furious should be magicians, except for less flashy and destroying everything in sight. In the movie Now You See Me, Now You Don't, a group of young magicians are done performing a con. Show, when they're surprised by one of the four horsemen, claiming that they received a card but don't know why, only that it involves the young magicians. When the other four horsemen arrive with the same card, all signs point towards a wealthy millionaire with some unresolved family issues and a criminal past. Both old school and new school magicians must band together to take this wealthy woman down. But, just like in magic, not everything is as it seems with one of these magicians. 6 out of 10. I was so hyped at the beginning to see this movie because I loved the imagination that it took to make this film. It is based in magic, and on their third go around, I'm expecting for y'all to show me something I ain't never seen before. But the two scenes that made me smile the most in this movie were actually shot in the same location, and they were one after the other. The group is led to a house that's owned by a previous magician, and they have to search the house for clues on why they're there, so they split up into teams. 3 out of the 4 horsemen connect with each of the young magicians, and it felt like a nice little, Padawan master passing the baton type.
Pass on what you have learned.
The other is when they all got together and they were, kind of showing off their magical talents. It made me feel like I was watching the Harlem Globetrotters, honestly. But it also made the 4 horsemen remember why they love magic in the first place instead of it being a job. It made them feel like kids again. But every time these magicians went up against the cops, they were portrayed as bumbling idiots. I know that we're dealing with magic here, but I thought I was looking at stormtroopers than cops, hitting everything else but the target. It came to a point where I'm looking around for untied shoes and banana peels. I know a focus on this movie was taking down a wealthy, corrupt millionaire, but at some point in this movie, you start to lose focus on what it's supposed to be, and it starts to turn into something else. I'm not a fortune teller, but I'm starting to see Fast and Furious' fate in this franchise. Street racers, to heistmen, to secret agents, street racers. Somebody close to the 4 horsemen end up dying in this movie, and other than the initial scene where they die, they're not mentioned at all in the rest of this movie. I thought y'all were close to this person. Not a remembrance scene or anything like that, just, oh, they died. Next scene. But the part that irked me the most is that you have the 4 legendary horsemen in this movie, and I'm sitting here still trying to figure out what y'all did in this movie. It seemed like that they were there just to show off, like, oh, hey, I still got it. But you didn't do anything. It seemed like these young magicians just needed your clout and popularity, and that's it. I was impressed, though, by how they were able to pull off the illusion, but there was another surprise towards the end of the movie that got me thinking. No. This movie was predictable at times, but it was a fun movie that had some decent twists and turns. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. In theaters now.